Yeah, let me record it. Now the session is going to be recorded, and what I have today for you, today I have for you a beautiful elegy written by Tennyson, and already I have explained two stanzas. We have only remaining two stanzas I will deal, yeah, I will explain. I just want to tell you, whenever you talk about elegy, already I told you ki elegy is a lamenting song. Elegy is a poem that is composed on the death of someone. Sometimes it is also composed on the last of anything, or you can say just as the poems of Matthew Arnold. Even you can just find एलजीज का टाइप्स भी है, पेस्टरल एलजी है, और आपका डर्ज है, मोनोडी है, थ्रेनडी है. दिस थिंग्स आई एक्सप्लेन ऑलरेडी. और मैंने इससे रिलेटेड 3 लेक्चर्स दिए हुए हैं, एंड 3 लेक्चर्स वो डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म पे थे. इन on your platform I only explained the poem, but on another platform I told some points, and I just delivered a lecture related to the critical appreciation or critical analysis of this poem. You can just go with those lectures, and here I will deal the remaining two stanzas. Let me share the image. And here you find, चलिए देखिए, आप लोग सेकेंड स्टैंजा की बात कर रहे थे और टच उसी पर हुआ है, तो मैं सेकेंड स्टैंजा को जल्दी से जल्दी एक्सप्लेन करना चाहूंगा. इन the second stanza is totally, you can say, the images which have been taken in the first stanza. The second stanza just shows the contrast. जो पहला स्टैंजा था, उस पहले स्टैंजा में कोल्ड ग्रे स्टोन्स ओसी आपने देखा था, हेल्पलेस पोएट को देखा था, इनआर्टिकुलेटनेस को आपने देखा था कि पोएट वांट्स टू स्पीक बट अनेबल टू स्पीक समथिंग. ऑल दीज थिंग्स यू फाइंड, but here you find the poet has taken another image, and this image is the image of the fisherman's boy, and there is another image that is a sailor lad. And through these images the poet wants to tell you the mystery or the chemistry of life. कि fisherman's boy, he is shouting, playing. वो क्या कर रहा है? फिशरमैन boy shouts कर रहा है, किसके साथ? अपनी सिस्टर के साथ, at play. So you find that in the second stanza, the poet maintains that in the second stanza, the poet explains that the fisherman's boy is shouting, the fisherman's boy is playing with his sister. This is the image of a fisherman's boy, and it shows what? It shows the nature of happy life. And on the other hand, the poet wants to tell that the particular place where he is standing, he himself is in helpless situation. He is in a situation of inarticulateness, means not able to speak, not able to express. His heart is broken, his soul is broken. But on the other hand, there is an image of the fisherman's boy. That fisherman's boy is shouting, playing with his sister. Then he captures another image, that is the image of the sailor lad, and that sailor lad is singing. So playing, singing, shouting, these are the images, yeah, these are the words which shows happy situation of life, happy condition of life. And you find that this boy means sailor lad, he is singing, where he is singing in his boat on the bay. So it shows what? It shows all the images which have been captured by the poet, all the images which have been just taken by the poet, it shows only what? It shows the two situations of life. In the second stanza, there is a happy situation of life, and happy situation of the life has been presented taking the image of the fisherman's boy, sailor lad. They all are playing, dancing, singing, enjoying, and shouting. But in the first stanza, if you remember, the poet was standing near seashore, and he finds that the waves of the sea is dashing against the stony walls of the church. Already I have explained. So just I want to go with the third stanza. After closing this image, I just want to cover the third stanza. Here you find, sharing with you the third stanza. Yeah. sharing with you the third stanza. And in the third stanza, you see or you find stanza 3. And in the third stanza, you find what you find, and the stately ships go on. So here you find the image of the stately ships. Already I told you that third stanza is very important. Why the third stanza is important? Because here you find a non-living object. Here you find an object that is lifeless. That is the ship, but that is the royal ship. क्योंकि जो भी बिजनेस होता था समुद्र के माध्यम से, जहाजों के माध्यम से, दैट टाइम आप कह सकते हैं एरोप्लेन, ऑल दीज थिंग्स यू कांट इमेजिन. सो एंड द स्टेटली शिप्स गो ऑन. जो स्टेटली शिप्स है यह जा रही है टू देयर हेवन. कहाँ जा रही? हेवन. हेवन का मतलब डेस्टिनेशन के लिए, जो उसका गंतव्य है वहां पर उसको जाना है. और कैसे? अंडर द हिल, हिल के नीचे से होते हुए. So I just want to tell you why the poet has taken this image. Taking this image, yeah, taking the image of the stately ships, so what the poet wants to say, what the poet wants to present. Actually, the poet wants to show, or the poet wants to present that stately ship means a royal ship, and this royal ship is the symbol. It's what? It's a non-living object. It's a lifeless thing. But except it, लेकिन इसके अलावा भी जो है, you find that कि the ship is dynamic. The ship is in moving condition. And who is not in dynamic situation? The poet. And who is not moving? The poet is not moving. Ship has a destination. Ship has a destination. But who does not have a destination? The poet does not have a destination. So whether you talk about fisherman's boy, whether you talk about sailor's lad, whether you talk about stately ships, तो उन सब का एक उद्देश्य है, उन सब का एक उद्देश्य है, उन सब का एक डेस्टिनेशन है, उन सब का जीवन का एक लक्ष्य है. दे आर enjoying, they are dancing, they are playing. Stately ships is going on, but who is not in the situation of going on? That is the poet. So poet cries, poet laments, poet weeps, and these things you find to their haven under the hill. All these things you find. Now you find here what? Again the poet just reaches, you can say, वो वही उसी जगह पहुंचता है जिस जगह से, you can say, he just finds, या he recalls those days, you can say those lovely days which he passed with his friend. And again he sings in deep sorrow. Again he sings in deep sorrow. और क्या कहता है? But oh far the touch of a vanished hand. Very appealing line. और ऐसा लगता है कि वो कितना ज्यादा दिल से दुखी है. कह रहा है but oh far the touch of a vanished hand. Vanished hand means a disappeared hand. This vanished hand is the hand of his फ्रेंड. वो कहता है कि लेकिन वे कोमल हाथ, उसके लिए उसने कौन सा वर्ड यूज किया? टच. और कैसा? कह रहा है कि उन हाथों को जो इसको मैंने टच किया था, या जिन हाथों को पकड़कर मैंने खेला था, जिन हाथों के सहारे मैंने जिंदगी के खूबसूरत दिन बिताए हुए थे, वे आज वैनिश्ड हो गए, वे आज डिसअपियर्ड हो गए हैं, वे हाथ नहीं है. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि माई फ्रेंड इज नो मोर विद मी. My friend has left this world forever. Only memories related to my friend are stored in my memory, and he recalls those days. And why he is recalling those days? He is recalling because he finds that as sailor's lad is playing, as fisherman's boy is shouting or playing, as you find ki stately ships is in going situation, in the same way you can just see he himself has enjoyed. He का मतलब poet himself has enjoyed in his life with his dead friend, but his friend is no more. He only remembers, he only recalls, and he knows it very well that his dead friend will never come back. And it shows the empathy, it shows the terrible grief, it shows that the poet is in lamenting condition, how he is recalling, how is he remembering. उसको याद करता है कि वे खूबसूरत दिन, उन हाथों को जिनको पकड़ करके मैंने खेला था, जिनके साथ मैंने समय बिताया हुआ था, वे हाथ अब गायब हो चुके हैं. वे हाथ गायब होने का मतलब कि माय फ्रेंड इज नो मोर इन दिस वर्ल्ड, ही हैज लेफ्ट दिस वर्ल्ड फॉर एवर, ही विल नेवर कम बैक. and the sound of a voice, कह रहा that is still, and the sound of a voice, और जो उसकी आवाज थी, and the sound of a voice that is still, कह रहे कि और जो मेरे दोस्त की खूबसूरत आवाज थी वो भी अब शांत हो गई है, and the sound of a voice that is still. Here he tells that the voice which I have heard, the voice which I got, that voice is still, that voice is calm and unable to get that voice again. I can't hear that voice because my friend is not alive, my friend is no more in this world, therefore I can't get these the voice of my friend. So here you find that here is the image of the stately ships that is in dynamic condition that is going on. And second is what he says that, but oh for the touch of a vanished hand, the particular hand, he gives the reference of whom, he gives the reference of his dead friend. His dead friend is no more, and he says that he taking the help of the hand of my friend, I have played, I have passed lovely days, rosy days, beautiful days, handsome days, attractive, magnificent days of my life with my friend Arthur Henry Hallam, but I can't get his hand now. I can't hear his lovely and sweet voice. तो ये उसका अपना दुख का चरम है, इसका क्लाइमैक्स है. So you find this particular stanza. Now just sharing with you fourth stanza, that is the last stanza or concluding stanza, and you find what in that stanza what the poet explains. Here sharing with you. Yeah. In the fourth stanza, you will come to know about what? In the fourth stanza, you will come to know not again stanza two. Okay. Just let me close it. Let me close it. Again sharing. Again sharing. And here you find what? Here you find the fourth stanza. This is the fourth stanza, and here you find what stanza four? Break, break, break. It shows what key break, break, break. Again, you will come to know the poet is in the mood as you see poet in the very first stanza. The poet again finds the same voice, that breaking note, that note of human misery, these things. So this break, break, break is very important. And already I told you ki whether you goes with the word cracks, whether you goes with the word tender, whether you goes with the word stone, ये सब जितना भी वर्ड आया हुआ है ये सब कैकोफोनी साउंड को प्रेजेंट करता है. एंड यू फाइंड दैट कि द पोयम एंड्स वेयर डज इट बिगिन. पोयम का खात्मा वहीं पर होता है जहां से उसका शुरुआत होती है. वही कहता है ब्रेक ब्रेक ब्रेक, वही आवाज मुझे मुझे सुनाई पड़ती है. एट द फूट ऑफ दाई क्रैक्स, दाई मीन्स योर, क्रैक्स मतलब खुरदुरे चट्टान. वो कहता है कि जो खुरदुरे, वो कहता है कि जो खुरदुरे चट्टान है समुद्र के किनारे जो रॉकी बाउंड्रीज है, उस रॉकी बाउंड्रीज से अभी भी लहरें टकरा रही है और वहीं से ही आवाज सुनाई पड़ रही है. सो यू फाइंड कि ब्रेक 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 यह रिपीटिशन है, वर्ड का रिपीटिशन है, लाइन का. और जब कोई लाइन या वर्ड बार बार पोयम में रिपीट किया जाता है तो उसको क्या कहा जाता है? रिफ्रेन. REFRAIN. दिस इज नोन एज रिफ्रेन. एंड सेकेंड थिंग, बट द टेंडर ग्रेस ऑफ अ डे दैट इज डेड. लेकिन वे कोमल दिन जो डेड हो चुके हैं, मीन्स दोज रोजी डेज, दोज हैप्पी डेज. दिस लाइन इज वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट. बट द टेंडर ग्रेस ऑफ अ डे, वे कोमल दिन जो डेड हो चुके हैं, दैट इज डेड, दैट इज नो मोर. क्योंकि अगर मेरा मित्र चला गया तो वो दिन भी जा चुके, वो दिन केवल यादों के रूप में ही रहेंगे. टेंडर ग्रेस इज सेइंग बिकॉज those were the lovely days for the poet, those were the very happy days for the poet. This is why he is using the word. But the tender grace of a day, those lovely days which is dead, will never come back to me. ये कभी अब वापस नहीं आएंगे. ये एक बहुत ही ऐसा लगता है कि एक ऐसी सिचुएशन है जिसे हम अपनी प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में देखते हैं या पाते हैं कि कैसे जब आदमी दुख में होता है तो कहते हैं कि अब वो वापस नहीं आएगा. किसी के अगर कोई सगा संबंधी, those who have left this world, those who are no more in this world, if they leave this world and they then you will come to know what the words they use. So the same situation we find here. एंड ही सेज बट द टेंडर ग्रेस ऑफ अ डे दैट इज डेड, वह जो खूबसूरत दिन था जो कि डेड हो चुका है, विल नेवर कम बैक टू मी। केवल अपने लिए बात कर रहा है, केवल मेरे लिए नहीं वर्ड यूज कर रहा, विल नेवर कम बैक टू अस। क्योंकि उस डेथ का असर फिशरमैन्स बॉय पर नहीं है, सेलर्स लैड पर नहीं है। ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। उस डेथ का असर पोएट पर बहुत ज्यादा। वो कहता है कि वो दिन तो मैंने गुजारे थे ना, उस दिन का जो एक तरह से ब्यूटी है, ओनली आई नो द ब्यूटी ऑफ दोज डेज एंड दोज डेज विल नेवर कम बैक टू मी। सो यू फाइंड दीज वर्ड्स, यू फाइंड दीज लाइन्स आर वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन। So I think you all have to go here, and nothing remains to explain, and I have to take another class. This is why I have done it। और थैंक्स अलमाइटी गॉड की किसी तरह से चल गया, क्योंकि बहुत मेरी साइड में नेटवर्किंग इशू है, और मैं इसीलिए इसको बहुत जल्दी में करना भी चाहता था कि किसी भी तरह से एनी हाउ आई हैव टू कंप्लीट दिस पोएम टुमारो। आई विल गो विद अनदर पोएम एंड आई विल जस्ट ड्रॉप द मैसेज की कौन सा, अभी मैं देखने के बाद मैं बताऊंगा। ओके।
थैंक यू सर।